Hey guys, how's it going? So I have right here before you my latest Rolex acquisition. I never intended to get this Rolex Yachtmaster. It's just that one kind of came up on eBay. Oh, sorry, on Craigslist locally. It all checked out. I bought it through a pretty reputable watch store. Uh, and I just didn't intend to buy it, but the price was just too good to pass up, and I knew that I could, I knew that by buying into it, I was in the money already, right? It's a beautiful watch, and it's the Rolex Yachtmaster, 116622 with a platinum bezel. What can I say? It's just a stunning looking watch. It's a very luxurious watch. I own the Submariner, and this one just is just more luxurious. It's just a little bit more finished, right? It's just a little bit more polished. I think that's the better word. It's more polished than a Submariner. Right, it's beautiful. Maybe a little bit, maybe geezer, a geezer's Rolex, but it's beautiful, right? I just need a yacht to go with it. But it's great. Beautiful watch. The blue dial, I think the blue dial is the way to go. The gray dial just doesn't quite do it for me. It's just too concrete like, right? Whereas the blue dial with the red accents, the red seconds hand, it's stunning. Certain lights, it looks black, kind of like now, right? It just looks so dark, it looks black, but the red is still highly visible. It's beautiful, it really is, you know? The contrast with the blue and the red, oh my goodness. It's simply stunning. Really beautiful watch. Yeah, I don't really know the history of the Yachtmaster. I guess it was made for, I think Rolex is really big on those sailing competitions, regattas. And I guess that's what they made it for, right? For people to time themselves when they do boat races. And that's my assumption. It has to be, right? Yacht racers are beautiful watch, right? For those of you who don't know, it's a bi-directional rotating bezel. So I guess it's not a true dive watch, but how many of us are true divers, right? I do have a diver's license. I have my advanced PADI diving license, and but I'm not a avid diver. I'm just capable of diving. Other than that, I'm spend most of my time on dry land, or I actually do boat racing, canoe racing, and it is useful to kind of time yourself when you're training. Although I probably would not wear this while I was training. I wouldn't want to scratch it up, because for those of you who paddled before, it's a pretty rigorous activity. Yeah, would I recommend this watch over the Submariner? I don't know, probably not. I'd probably get the Submariner instead of the Yachtmaster. But, I'd rather get this Yachtmaster than the modern Submariner, simply because I feel that the modern Submariners and the modern the GMTs, they're okay, but more so the Submariner, that the lugs are just so thick. It makes the watch kind of look, it's just a little bloated, right? Whereas the Yachtmaster, it's still pretty manageable. I mean, it's really tapered, it's still really sleek and slender, and it just blends in well with the watch, with the wrist. Whereas the modern ceramic Submariners is just a little too, you know, it's a little bit too chunky and it's just a little too in your face, right? Especially if you get the Hulk, you know, I mean, the Hulk is one of those watches which looks good on its own, right? It looks good, you know, when you're looking at it. But I think on the wrist, it's a little bit too much green, and green is my favorite color, and I feel it's a little bit too much green. So from the, you know, in terms of wearability, I would pick the Yachtmaster over the modern Rolex Submariner, but I would pick the pre-ceramic Rolex Submariner over the Yachtmaster too, because this is just so much more expensive. You know, this probably costs at least maybe $2,000, maybe 2,500 US dollars on top of a pre-ceramic Rolex Submariner, and yeah, you got a platinum bezel, but you know, why do you have a platinum bezel on a sports Rolex watch, right? Like, you know, it's a little bit. I think they could have just got away with a simple steel bezel. I mean, if I looking at it, I would never be able to guess that it's platinum. I can't tell it. I really can't tell that this is platinum. They could be bullshitting me for all I know, you know. Just taking that word for it. I don't really see like a difference in shine. I don't have much experience with platinum. I don't have any platinum jewelry, but you know, if I think they could have got the same look with steel, to be honest. You know, a steel rotating bezel, I think that's pretty cool. A solid steel rotating bezel, but this platinum bezel, I guess that's a certain amount of luxury to the watch, but highly unnecessary. Really, you know, I think they would have been better off with a steel bezel. They really didn't need didn't need a platinum bezel. I guess it's something different. I guess now I can say I have you know, I own some platinum. Woohoo! Whoop-de-doo! I got some platinum on my wrist, which you know, looks exactly like steel. Oh, what the fuck? Beautiful watch, you know. The bi-directional rotating bezel, right, can also second as a 12-hour bezel. So you know, I keep track of time in Korea, and the way I do that is that I have I have this pointed at 7 o'clock, and it tells me that it is 4:45 in the afternoon, right? Because there's 12, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 45. So yeah, you know, in some ways it can be more practical than a Submariner, right? You can use this as a Submariner and a well, I don't want to say GMT function, but you can keep track of a second time zone relatively easily. Okay, so anyway, that's my review on the Yachtmaster 2. Yachtmaster 2. No, I never buy a Yachtmaster 2. Holy shit, the thing looks a little odd, but great watch. Would I recommend it? I don't know. Maybe if you own a yacht, right? I don't own a yacht. I just bought it because it was a good deal. Looks great at wrist. So we're gonna do a wrist shot. Right, looks good. You know, you want a blue watch, a blue Rolex? Hey, this is the way to go. Well, actually, I definitely get the Milgauss over this. Although this is a pretty funky looking watch too. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Have a good day.